Finally, we are about to get a true WordPress AI builder. And in this video, I'm going to take you through ZipWP that can help you to create WordPress or complete WordPress websites in under a minute for free. Let's get started. So when I talk about ZipWP, what I'm basically meaning is that with ZipWP, you are able to enter in a few prompts about a specific website that you want to create, like for example, the website name and probably what it's going to be doing or what it's about. And then you are able to generate this website in under a minute using ZipWP. So right over here, I'm at the ZipWP homepage. Right now, it is still a landing page because it's not yet fully opened out to the public, and they are still doing so many things in the background. However, there are already people who have access to this tool, including myself, and I just can't wait to take you through and see how life-changing this is, especially if you are someone who has an agency, someone who is working as a solo website, or business owner, and you create websites for a living. This is something that is going to be helpful to you. And I'm going to give you some of my reason later on in this video. But for now, it's 100% free. And I mean, from what I've read around, it seems that they are going to keep the free version of ZipWP available for someone to create websites, about 2 or 3 websites that expire in about 24 hours. And you will be able to use and access ZipWP for free for as long as you want. We create the first draft of your website and you add the magic. Of course, you can make changes to your pages, add colors, change logos, images, and everything. But ZipWP will do for you the content creation and also add for you images. These are stock images and you can use them on your WordPress website without any worries. And you can create websites from different kind of niches. For example, personal branding, service providers, skill traders, restaurants, fitness and wellness, event planners. And right over here is a sneak peek of the kind of websites you can create with ZipWP. Right over here, I'm logged into ZipWP. And I have already been able to create about 4 websites using ZipWP. And I have 2 that I specifically want to show you that I've already created. These websites are complete. 2, they are responsive. And 3, they are clean. And when I say they are clean, for people who have been in design for some time, you know what a clean design looks like. I know you have come across some website designs that have been created with AI and hey, they are boring and you have to do a lot to make it stand out. But I have generated this website over here with ZipWP. I just entered a few prompts and hey, it created for me a website for a non-profit and created all this content over here, added images. Look at the spacing and the padding and how clean this layout is. For people like me who come from a design background, I know what it takes to create a clean design. And for this kind of work, you should have spent not less than 2 weeks to be able to create. Now, this is, for example, the home page. Now, when I go to the about page, so to be able to create this kind of work, it will take you really some good time. And when you look into the content that has been added by the AI, it makes complete sense. Of course, you'll have to customize things, and this is possible within WordPress because ZipWP is based on the block editor. And I'm going to take you through a little bit later on how that actually works. So this is also the offerings page. All this content has been added by ZipWP, and here is a contact page with a contact form already added, all created by simply adding a prompt and then click and you're good to go. So I have another site over here that has been created with ZipWP, and I have already moved this website to my host, and that means that you too can do that. You can generate a site with ZipWP and then you can migrate it to your favorite host. So this layout also has been created with ZipWP, everything added, including the testimonials, contact and everything over here, and the about page or the about us page also created, content added, images added. This website is specifically for a wellness center, and like I've told you, you can create websites in different niches. Maybe for me, what I was eager to check out is especially the padding, the spacing, the use of the layouts and colors but also how responsive these layouts are. I'll open up my simulator for mobile devices. So here I have the first mobile device, and you can see that these layouts are mobile responsive. So even when I open up, for example, another page, let me say the services page, you realize that these layouts are mobile responsive and looking clean. So if, for example, I go look it up on a tablet device, that's how our website would look like on a tablet device generated by ZipWP. Now let me take you back to ZipWP dashboard to show you how you can create a website or any of those websites within ZipWP. So here inside the dashboard, you see that you have this welcome screen telling you about how much space you have, how many sites you can create based on the account that you have. And also if you have team members, you can add them over here. I think this will be maybe a premium feature, but I think right now I'm able to add a team member, which I haven't done yet, and more other things are going to come. So to get started, you can just come over here, say create a new website. So in this case, I want to create a complete website, and I have to choose in which niche this website is going to be. So in this case, it's going to be it's going to be a personal site, and I can select the languages over here. I don't know what ZipWP is based on to select the languages, but I guess all languages that are supported by WordPress are also added here. I'll leave it on a default. So here I'll add the website name, Wanderlust Swed Adventures, and here I can add my prompt. You can simply describe in any way that you can. Like for example, when I click rewrite with AI, so here it comes up with a description of the kind of website. So here they say Wanderlust Swed Adventures is your passport to unforgettable travel experiences with a passion for exploring and a love for great outdoors. Our mission is to inspire and guide individuals to seek new horizons and discover the world. I'm not going to read for you all this, but AI has already written for me this content, but I'm not going to use this. I have my own content that I want to use, or my own prompt. So I have my own prompt over here that I want to use, but I can ask to improve with AI, and here it will improve my prompt with AI. That's it. So I'll say continue. So here it has picked up a few images, which are actually stock images, and you can use them on this website. So I can try to, for example, use different keywords, for example, travel blog, destinations. I can here select which images I want to use or not, but I'm going to leave it as a travel or destination guides. So I'll use the keyword destination guides, and I'll remove what I don't want. So I don't want these images. Maybe I want this. I want this, and this looks good. So I think I like this. Yeah, so if I am happy, then I can say continue. So here I've added my email and the demo phone number and also the address. So you can as well add social media links. So for example, here, so I can add another one here. You can say either if you also have a YouTube channel, come over here, copy this, add YouTube, Wanderlust. So in case you don't have the details and you want to generate the website, you can simply say skip this step and continue. Now here ZipWP will generate for me some layouts that I can select from, and later I'm going to tell you a story of where these layouts are coming from, because hey, AI is not that creative to create designs, but these designs are based on the already existing template system from Astra team. And if you have used the Astra theme and also the Astra starter templates, you realize that these templates are actually familiar. I'll look through here to see if I can find one that I want to use. I think I like this here. And you can see that the picture that I selected has also been added in the content. And yep, so I'll select this, then I'll say continue. Now here it says, congratulations, you are almost there. It tells me the business name, the description, and the contact details of the website. And now, before I click this button, I am going to set a timer so that I see how long it takes to actually create this. Creating the website with AI Congratulations, you have created your first WordPress website using AI. Now, let's go and look at this website. So I can just click over here. This website is currently hosted on the ZipWP servers, and boom, our website showing up over here has 4 pages at the moment. And here it says, explore the world with Wanderlust Swed Adventures. Join us on a thrilling journey across Sweden and beyond. And then the offerings or what they do, guided tours, destination guides, and travel inspiration. Their story over here. And for example, if I click on their story, it should actually take me to the about page. You see how magical that is? Of course, you will have to make some changes to, for example, our values. You have to make these changes to reflect what your client wants. But what for me I really like is the fact that the design looks like actually someone took time to sit down and think about the spacing, the fonts, and the padding and the colors, which is actually not the case. It's because AI has done it. And of course, you can go ahead and make the changes like the way you want. But look, adventure, authenticity, and connection. And here you can see there are 2-lined paragraphs. Of course, in some designs, it may not be the case, but I think I like this because there is consistency. Here is a call to action. If you want to start your adventure, you can say join, and this now will take you to the contact page. And the website is fast enough, so you don't have to worry about the fact that, websites created by Zip are slow. That's not the case. Here, the contact details that we added, a phone number and the email. And you can see that also the social media handles have been added, including our Twitter URL, as you can see. Now, you can as well remove other social media handles that you don't want to appear on your layout. So let's first go back here to the home page. And as you can see, this website has fully been built using AI. But what is happening in the background? So if I come back over here to ZipWP, I can say login. So I can just go to this website and /WP-admin. I don't have to do that. I can simply click over here, and that will take me straight into the customizer or the WP customizer. And there we are. You can make changes to the site. In this case, you can upload a logo. You can show the title or not. You can change the color palette in case you want it to be a little bit warm, and that means you have to change the color palette, and the theme will automatically change, including the buttons. You can make changes to the font faces to reflect what you really want. So I think I like the first one here. So I think I like this. Once you are done, you can say save changes. Now, if I close over this screen here, it takes me back inside the ZipWP dashboard. And now you see that I have 2 websites. So if I come over here and say all sites, you'll see that I have my website here, and you can as well click here and be taken straight into the WP dashboard. And here we are. So what is happening inside the WP dashboard? Let me start off with the plugins. There are only 2 plugins. There is Spectra and the SVG support. So SVGs are lightweight, scalable vector graphics you can easily use on your WordPress website, and ZipWP is taking advantage of that. And if we are to look into the themes under appearance, we have the Astra theme over here that is being used, which is the theme from the Brainstorm Force as well. And what else? When we look into the posts, there are no blog posts yet, but that doesn't mean that you can't create blog posts. Now, in case you want to move this website to your own host, all you have to do is come here to plugins, add your favorite migration plugins. For me, it is WP Vivid, which I use. So you just say WP Vivid, then install that plugin, create a backup of that website, and then you'll be able to download that website on your local machine, and then you'll be able to transfer it to a hosting service, just like I did here when I transferred this website to Cloudways. Now, questions. What is happening? What is happening in the back end as ZipWP is doing all this work? As you already know that Brainstorm Force has a suite of products. And if we come over here to products, you will see that the team at Brainstorm Force are the developers of the Astra theme, which is probably the most used WordPress theme at the moment with over 1 million users. And then they are the same people who developed the starter templates, which is a suite of templates in different niches for WordPress. And you can still use this for free on any WordPress website. And then there is Spectra. Spectra is a WordPress page builder, which is based on the block editor of WordPress, and it has over 500,000 active installs. And this is the same that is being used on the pages that you have created with your AI, with a Zip AI builder. So for example, when we come back here to our pages, all pages, and let me say I open up the front page, which is the home page. I say edit. See, I'm just opening up this for the very first time, and here is the home page, and these are all blocks, and what they use to create these blocks is Spectra. Back here to Brainstorm Force. So they also have Ultimate Addons for Elementor and a lot more other products, but these three are what is making it possible for ZipWP to create for you this website. So in this case, they use the power of Astra, and then the fact that Astra fully integrates with Spectra, and the fact that they already have a suite of templates that they can connect with Astra and Spectra to create for you these layouts with AI, then the magic happens. And that's why you realize that, for example, when I created this website here, which was the first website here, you realize that certain things are actually similar with the current layout that I created. So for example, they created a page called Offerings, and the latest design that I just created, they also added a page called Offerings. And you also realize that some layouts will actually look a bit similar to each other. So for example, when you look here on the services, and I come here to this other website called Offerings, you realize that this is the same layout that is actually being used here. It is very, very similar. Don't be shocked to see that the websites may look similar. And that's why I have to say that ZipWP is not there to take your job as a web designer. It is there to ease your job and to make some decisions really faster, like what color theme can I use, what kind of images, or even to give an impression to the client what they will actually get at the end of the day. But you as a web designer, you have to still make the magic of how things should work, how things should look, and how they should function. So there are some things you should also know, that if you're going to use ZipWP, then you are somehow going to be tied to the Astra product line. And if you're a person who uses a specific theme in your workflow, that means that you may not like this, because somehow you have to use Astra, and then you have to use Spectra for everything to function as it should. But that doesn't mean that you cannot change the theme. You can change the theme after exporting your WordPress website to your host. But I am not sure if things won't break. So you also have to check that in case you want to make those changes. The last bit is that if you want to create a product site, like for example, a WooCommerce product, that is not something that Zip is doing at the moment, because I tried to generate a Woo site. All it did for me is to show me the demos of how, like for example, the homepage would be, but not actually adding the product. So that should come later if it should happen. But that doesn't take away the power that ZipWP has already shown us that it can do, and what we can actually do with it, and showing us that there is so much potential, because I believe that this is basically scratching the surface. So why did I think of making this video even in the first place? So about 2 years ago, I made this video about a 10 web AI builder, which is a web builder that can help you to recreate certain websites using AI and Elementor. So it is based on Elementor to create these layouts. It was good, but it had its limitations, which are actually mentioned in that video. So if you haven't watched it, please, I'll link it down in the description of this video. I also made a video about the Elementor AI that they said is going to revolutionize things. But I told you I was actually disappointed, and I'm still disappointed, because what the Elementor AI is doing at the moment, we can already do it with ChatGPT and DALL-E, like generating images and generating the code, generating the text. But like I mentioned in that video, we wanted that Elementor is able to generate for us some layouts, or we are able to get a layout that we want to build in Elementor, and then the AI for Elementor does the generation for us without us, lifting a finger. But the Elementor AI doesn't do any of that. However, ZipWP has probably listened to what I mentioned for the Elementor AI, but they are doing it for the block editor, whereby they are able to combine the power of the Brainstorm product suite to make for us not only the generation to add the stock images, but also beautiful working layouts. So without any further ado, I'm so happy to share my opinions about what I think about Zip and what it can do for you, and probably what would happen in the future. And I'm super pumped to see how this turns out. Apparently it's not fully launched out in the public, but once it's out, I'll make a video and let you know, guys. Otherwise, you can still go to the ZipWP landing page over here and sign up to join the waiting list. Once it's released, then you'll be able to actually be notified. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That means a lot to me. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know down in the comment box below. Have a good time and goodbye.